welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. This is my first day back. I wanted to start off with a pick a card reading coming back into work after the holidays. And then later I'm going to get to my rushes, and then I'm going to start my readings that were booked just before Christmas. And if you're waiting to hear from me about a reading, I am experiencing a large volume of requests, and I'm just going to get back into my work routine before I start answering those messages and adding more. Anyway, I'm happy to be here with you guys. I did have this reading all set up yesterday, but I wasn't in the greatest energy yesterday, and I didn't feel like it would be good for channeling, so I left it for yesterday, but here I am, I'm ready. So, without more blabbering on, this reading is going to be a look at you and your person and kind of what's coming next, or what the future of this connection holds. For those of you who have been around for the last few months with me here, I have this swan, okay? And I bought this swan in September. And when I bought it, I didn't buy two of them. I only bought one, and I had regrets about it. I would often think about it like, oh, I should have bought another one. And recently I mentioned in a reading that I actually went to the store and I picked up one of these swans and I walked around with it. And I remember laughing about it because my intuition said, put that swan back. That swan will come to you, like union will happen in divine timing or whatever. And I remember telling a few people about it, like how I had this weird intuitive resistance to buying another swan. And I thought it was very symbolic because swans represent soulmates, they represent counterparts, twin flames, soul, soul spark. I also think of the ugly duckling, how the ugly duckling turned into this beautiful swan. And I think about these soul contracts we have where we are meant to grow into something beautiful, grow into our highest self. Anyway, I just wanted to explain why there's another swan, because on Christmas morning, I was opening up a gift from my highly intuitive child. They love tarot, they love crystals, very, very intuitive. Oftentimes we can feel each other's energy. They bought me this swan, and this swan, and my intuition told me that these two would come together in divine timing, and they did. I found it magical. It made me cry when I got this swan. I just thought it was so magical because I had multiple opportunities to buy another swan, and I didn't, because I knew they would come together when they were meant to be together. Oh my goodness, it just makes my heart so happy. So anyway, I think I wanted to do a reading and look at you and your person. So yeah, for pile number 1, we have the Mystic Dreamer Tarot, and we have this piece of zebra jasper, which, is obviously a favorite of mine because it's black and white. For pile number 2, we have the Ink and Intuition Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition, which was a gift from Lilia. Thank you. And we have this pink jasper. Beautiful. I think everything is beautiful. And for pile number 2, we have the Pulp Tarot and this piece of Labradorite. There we go. There you can see a little bit of the blue there. Where's the rest? Anyway, oh, there we go. There's a nice piece. Maybe pile 3, maybe your connection is beautiful and at times dark. Look at that. That's beautiful. Anyway, I'm done playing with it. And I'm done talking, and I will see you at your pile, my beautiful friends. Hello, my beautiful pile ones. If you chose the Mystic Dreamer Tarot and this piece of zebra jasper. This is going to be a reading about you and your person. Where are we going to put this? Maybe we'll put it right here. Right here. There we go. So the first thing I wanted to do was, the other day I was watching a movie. It wasn't Serendipity. It was Only You with Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. And it's a movie that I loved when I was a kid. And the movie is about, she gets the name of her soulmate off an Ouija board when she was 11. And of course, right before she gets married, someone with that name pops up. And she starts, you know, she basically goes on this soul journey chasing this person for answers, for clarity. And anyway, the first few lines of the movie, she is a teacher. I'm not sure what she teaches, but she's talking about destiny, and she's talking about how, okay, so when, in the intro of the movie, when she's a teacher and she's teaching about destiny and she's talking about Plato. And while I don't know anything about Plato, it really stood out to me when she was talking because I saw this card. She was talking about how, I'm just quoting the movie, I don't know if this actual facts, but it just reminded me of this card. She talked about, Plato said, when we began, we were a circle and we strive to be like the gods, and we were punished. And she spoke about a thunderbolt splitting us down the middle and separating us from our other half, destined to come back together again. Anyway, when she was talking about it, I saw this card. This card has always, the image of this card with the Ace of Wands through that stone has always been very powerful for me. And maybe it's because, you know, I watched that movie a lot when I was younger and subconsciously I remembered that. But anyway, I just wanted to explain that in case it's relevant. So this could be, you know, a counterpart connection where the two of you were separated until you were both ready to come back together again. Anyway, we'll get into it. So, right away on the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Swords in reverse. And 10 of Swords in reverse is about taking those swords out. It's about repairing a connection. It's about putting a connection back together after an ending. So right away, very positive energy. We have the Knight of Wands here. So in the past, you could have been dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could have been someone who didn't want to settle down or was hot and cold, gave off player energy, in and out, inconsistent, didn't appreciate, you know, the beautiful love that you were offering them. Anyway, take it as it resonates. We're going to get into it. So I think before I shuffle, we'll actually get the oracle cards and talk about them. So, you may resonate with the opposite side. I am doing viewer and your person. If you resonate with the other side, it's that's okay. Just take it as it resonates. So for your person, we have the King of Wands. Oh, interesting. So again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be your person's sign, or they could have placements. Interesting that we saw the Knight of Wands on the bottom. So this would show this person is elevating 444 on the timer. This is someone that's taking control of their life, especially their romantic life. This is someone who is making moves. They aren't, you know, running. I think this is magical. We have action leads to success, and we have one. And this card is all about taking action, and I think that's magical with this coming out. These cards are really interesting because we have this action leads to success. We see 6 dragons, and it makes me think of, you know, the Lovers. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat, but it has the zoomies in the background. Anyway, what's really interesting too is that your energy is the Magician, and we have this 1 coming out, so that shows there's mirroring. We see mirroring in these images right here. So again, very symbolic to me of a lover's connection or a soulmate connection, counterpart connection. I think I wanted to do it like this. Oh no! I'm sorry, Zebra Jasper. All right, for you we have Master Manifester, and this card came out in a reading the other day. This is 10, showing Wheel of Fortune energy, things happening, perhaps your manifestations coming into fruition, coming into the 3D. And remember, this is what's coming. So very beautiful energy here. Oh, look at that. A little crumb. We have the Magician. So that's what I mean. There's mirroring here. I thought it was amazing because I pulled these 2 cards first and then these 2 cards for each person. And I thought it was amazing when the Magician, when the Master Manifester came out after the Magician, and then this 1 here, again, shows mirroring. So yeah, we have the Magician here. So you could be, my voice in my head is telling me that's Aries and Virgo, but don't quote me on that. Connecting energy, we have divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao. I don't know if that's right. The divine flow at all costs. And we see this butterfly here that could be relevant for someone. Oh, look at how they fall right under. Divine flow. They came together when they were meant to be together. All right, we're just going to arrange it to the swans. There we go. All right, and then we have for, I just left it open for whatever card wanted to come out from this deck. We have the 7th house, relationships. The 7th house represents one-to-one relationships, including marriage, romantic partners, business partners, and even enemies. And we have 34, very, to me, symbolic of Emperor, Empress, and Emperor energy. And when you're both in balance, when you're both in divine flow, you're able to move forward. Chariot energy 7. So we're just going to tuck that right over here. Perfect. All right, so before we begin, I just want to read these cards to you. So your energy, we see the Magician. So you are, I see you in the future. Your energy is very balanced. You're kind of working on all of your elements. You're working on your emotions. You're working on your stability. And your person is the King of Wands, and that is someone who's taking action towards this. So perhaps you've been waiting. We have this lotus, and lotuses, it take a while to grow through darkness. So perhaps there has been a lot of darkness in this relationship. With the Lovers, this could have been someone who, sorry, that's not the Lovers, but I can't help it with the 6 dragons on there. I do feel like perhaps this person had a choice to make, and perhaps they've made that choice, and that's why this is starting to flow. I feel like you're about to be in an energy where things come to you very easily. You're going to start to see all of your manifestations starting to come in, including working on the relationship with this person. The 10 of Swords would have me believe that there was an ending here, and now you're moving towards, or you're about to move towards connecting and fixing this. Again, we have the Knight of Wands on the bottom, so this could have been a person in the past that when faced with commitment or making decisions, they ran or they resisted. What's interesting is this Knight of Wands is off their horse and they are kind of offering something here. It looks like that Ace of Wands that was through the rock in that card. Very interesting. So lots of fire energy here. Do I want to shuffle before I read those cards? I don't know. I think I do. Okay, so we have the Devil. Very interesting because this relationship card and that Lover's energy makes me feel like this is a connection that tested you. This is a connection that made you look at your shadows. This is a connection that possibly caused old wounds to open. There could have been, you know, there could have been temptations. There could have been codependency for some of you. Like I said, there is this energy of this person having to make a choice, possibly between you and someone else. Take it as it resonates. That's not going to be for everyone. Two of Pentacles. This could have been someone who, again, there's this option, like, which boat should I choose? Which direction should I take? Them kind of weighing up their options. This could have been someone that didn't prioritize you. Interesting. Two of Wands shows, again, direction being chosen for forward movement. So lots of things manifesting here. I want to point out, too, that we have 1, 1, 1, because we have 1, 10, 1. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So someone wanting to come in very stable here. I'm just looking at this card. I keep seeing this repetitive image of the Ace of Wands in these cards. Like this King of Pentacles. It's interesting how that King of Pentacles has a pentacle in between his legs. But anyway. This King of Pentacles is holding that same wand the Knight of Wands was holding. So I feel like this is someone who has never lost feelings for you or lost that spark. I just see it as like an ever-burning kind of soul spark. We have the Page of Pentacles, which symbolizes growth. The Eight of Cups in reverse. How interesting. The Hermit. How interesting. Where's my book? Eight of Cups in reverse. How interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So this shows someone who, this is very specific because this shows someone who is leveling up. They are taking control of their life. They are grounding their life. The Page of Pentacles shows growth, and we have this butterfly here, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a rose and a butterfly here. So there has been some kind of transformation here. And again, the Page of Pentacles resembles growth, and it can also be someone offering you something more stable than they did in the past. The Eight of Cups in reverse shows someone staying in a bad relationship out of fear of being alone. So for a lot of you, I feel like your person, it maybe wasn't even like a romantic relationship. It could have been a lifestyle. It could have been a job. It could have been a friend that didn't approve of you. It could have been any of those things. But this person had a fear of being alone. So again, for some of you, I am getting the message that this is someone who stayed in an unhappy relationship and perhaps ran from you. And it shows that they've been reflecting about this. We have the Hermit. Anyway, let's read these cards so we can get, or you can get an idea of this energy. So for the Master Manifester, I'm going to read that one first. That is supposed to be you guys, but you may be resonating with this side. We have the Raven, 22. So that's very interesting. We have 111. We have 22. 444 on the timer, like I saw. Raven lived a lonely life in the dark abyss of the universe, with only one other creature, Spider. Anytime Spider crawled to Raven, Raven would freeze in terror, and Spider would sadly crawl away, for she did not want to scare Raven. Often you could find Raven gazing into the endless universe and dreaming about creating the world. Everything in his heart wanted to experience so much more, but he didn't know how to create it. One day Spider saw Raven projecting his dream into the universe. Spider crawled up to Raven, and as usual, Raven froze in fear. Spider sadly looked up to Raven, suffocating in his fear, and right before Spider was about to dart away, she decided to use her voice. She said, "Dear Raven, I know you do not trust me, but I can help you." Raven seemed to snap out of his hypnotic state of terror and for a moment looked down at Spider. "I can weave your dream into existence," said Spider. It was at this moment that Raven understood. Not only did he have to befriend his fear, who was Spider, but that his fear is what held the gift to allow him to manifest his dream. Once Raven could accept and deeply love all aspects of himself, one being the Spider who represented his fear, he was then able to become the ultimate magician, the Master Manifester. Raven's medicine says when you honor all aspects of your being, you become whole. Wholeness equates to self-love, and your wholeness supercharges your magnetism to create and attract. When you befriend the painful parts of your personality, you will find that they are the ones that hold the secrets to allow you to fully step into your purpose. So I see you as someone who has been working on listening to their intuition and facing their fears. Perhaps you have fears about trusting this person because perhaps they've made promises in the past before. Anyway, I also feel like this card symbolizes infinite growth because we see this infinity symbol and we see flowers blooming out of it. And I believe you are someone who's been through a lot. And I don't know, your back could be relevant. Maybe you have scoliosis. Oh my gosh. It's interesting. I know that's really random. But I'm seeing this crooked spine, and it's actually mirrored with another crooked spine. So that could be symbolic. Anyway, don't know why I'm hearing that. All right, we're going to read your person's card. It could also be that with this card and the fact that there's mirroring, I believe that perhaps your person has been afraid of a future with you because of fear. Maybe fear of being abandoned, maybe fear of being alone. Perhaps if they are in a codependent connection where, you know, it's more about finances and stability than it is about passion and love, this person could have a lot of fear of leaving that codependency, of leaving that stability and taking a chance. But what I'm saying is that I see this person doing that here, and this allows the connection to flourish and grow and change and transform. Anyway. The Six Dragons reference the I Ching's, I don't want to mispronounce anything. First hexagram, the creative. In Chinese tradition, dragon creates great fortune for those who encounter him. Dragon is a service to those in need. His acts are benevolent and not self-serving. Dragon assists humans on their journey towards ascension. The presence of 6 dragons, one of the most promising cards in the deck, foretells a successful outcome if you take the inspiration running through you and turn it into action. So I feel like maybe their higher self is even trying to tell them, like, if you take action towards this, if you follow your heart's desire, if you follow your soul path, you will have success. You won't end up alone. But again, there's this codependency I'm feeling. This could also be if you have been apart from this person for a while, you know, with this master manifestor and the fear, you could be afraid to put your trust in this person. Even though you could be someone who your ego says, that person's never going to change. And your heart says, that's my person. Anyway. The collective power of the 6 dragons holds the medicine of the first 6 cards in the deck. Interesting. So the first 6 cards in this deck are 1, action leads to success. 2, surrender to receive. 3, evolve into your complexity. 4, keep trying. 5, nourishment while waiting. 6, inner conflict resolution. Interesting. All humans hold dragon power. It is the energy within that we direct outwardly to create what we desire. It can be considered a masculine energy, one of the initiator, the doer, the spirit of action. Ace of Wands. Commit to overcoming any roadblocks, and even if fear rains down on you, do it anyway. The medicine of this card is a sign to fully submit to what you want to manifest and then initiate. Know, however, that self-centered desires will have limited success. Amazing. So whatever action this person takes in this connection, it's not about serving themselves. It's not about being self-centered. They're following their soul path, and their soul path is you. Anyway. Work diligently and do not expect immediate reward. Dragon does not focus on fantasies of future possibilities, but acts in the now. Disciplined persistence is required. Do the work, but do not focus on how the outcome will manifest. Do the work, and life will guide you. 6 Dragons medicine shares that what your heart deeply desires, you can achieve, but you're advised to be wise in your creation. Any man can create heaven or hell on this earth. It is your choice as to which. The 6 Dragons asks you to make sure your wishes are in alignment with what's best for you and for all of the creatures of earth. If you truly come from your heart and take dedicated action towards your goal, the 6 Dragons will assist you and lead you to supreme success. Their medicine calls for you to come from your heart and take action now. Abundance and prosperity will follow. Anyway, this person's taking action, and it's not towards self-centeredness. It's not towards desire. It's not towards lust. It's not towards codependency. It's towards what their soul is telling them to take action towards, which is you. And what's interesting is I feel like this person is maybe taking action before they know or are fully confident in it, but that will grow. It will take time and it will grow. Like that card said, it won't be immediate. And maybe that's where Spirit's saying, embrace that fear and believe in your manifestation. Anyway, I get so passionate. Divine flow, that's amazing. So I want to see what is currently, let's look at the current energy between you and your person. Oh my gosh, I'm only going to take that one. Oh my gosh, we have the Emperor. So that shows you're both taking control of your physical world. You're both working on your own empires. You're both embodying. I feel like you're both working to embody both divine feminine and divine masculine energies. We see both of you taking action towards something. This could be for some of you, if you're in no contact, the Emperor can show, you know, you taking care of your physical world, of your finances, stabilizing yourself. And for your person, same thing. For others of you who are in contact with the seventh house, the hand holding, oh my goodness. I do see as you're both open to this connection and you're both taking action towards it. I'm only going to take this card, but I'm going to peek at these ones. Okay, so that's why Spirit wanted me to peek at those. For some of you, like I said, I was picking up on an energy for some of you that perhaps right now you're in separation or you're in no contact, because we do see this Eight of Swords. Now, whenever this Eight of Swords comes out, I like to remind you people, my beautiful people, that that person is not trapped. So whenever that comes out, that's symbolic of separation is an illusion. You're always in contact in the 5D, and you know, you won't be trapped forever. You won't be in no contact forever. For some of you, what's happening right now is your person is trying to embody Emperor energy, and they're trying to take control of their life so that they can take action towards you. We do see this person hanging upside down. It's meant to give them a fresh perspective. So right now, it could be that there's no action in this connection because there's cycles that need to be healed before you can move forward. And I always say it, it's like the universe picks you up by your ankles and says, you guys can't play right now. You're not being nice to each other. Anyway, like I said, that's only for some of you, and that's why I think those cards came face down. There's an overwhelming amount of action in this. in this pile. So with all the fire energy and the fact that I just said that, you guys could have a very sexual relationship, just saying. Anyway, there's so much action and manifestation in this pile. I feel like for a lot of you, you are in contact. But for those few of you, Spirit wanted to kind of put it out there that this is still coming. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So it feels like for some of you, you are trying to work at this. You're trying to exchange energy. You're trying to work on the bigger picture here, I'm seeing. All right, I want to see how this person's current, we'll do that. This person's current thoughts and feelings about this connection. Current thoughts and feelings about this connection. Oh my gosh. That's magical. So right now this person is overthinking about you. Oh my goodness. This person is in their head. They're overthinking about this, like wondering. For some of you, I'm seeing that this person is for some of you, there's a hesitation in letting go of something here for them. Again, it's that codependency. It's fear of the unknown. This is someone who, Eight of Swords, I am feeling for some of you, they are feeling trapped in a connection, and because their soul is kind of yearning for you, it creates this feeling of unhappiness, of feeling trapped. I also see that in no contact, this person has gained new perspective on you and your energy and just how much you mean to them. This is someone who's thinking about you all the time. For those of you who are in contact with this person is still in their head. This person is still worrying. This person is still worrying, you know, what action they should take, how fast they should take that action. They still worry about the unknown here. Fear of the unknown. Where is this going? But this is someone who's had a new perspective. The Six of Swords, I apologize for the giggling in the background. The Six of Swords shows this person, for those of you who are in no contact, this is someone who wants to come towards you and move on from the past. There is this fear of rejection with the Four of Cups. Others of you, this Six of Cups or Six of Swords shows me that for those of you in contact, this person is trying to move forward with you. I also see it as them moving away from that other connection. For those of you who are resonating with that, they're moving away from that unhappy situation, or you've made them realize that's the direction they want to go. That's the action they want to take. I think it's interesting how this Emperor is like facing this way. Again, with these dragons mirroring and the fact that they're facing opposite directions, I feel like this person has been pulled in two different directions. Again, that doesn't need to be a third party. It could be, but it could also be other circumstances, like I said. Let's see how you're feeling about this connection. How are you currently feeling about this connection? We have the Eight of Cups. Oh my goodness. I can't take all of these. So the Eight of Cups shows me, remember how I said there was mirroring? You're looking at this person, you're feeling about this person like whatever they're in is unfulfilling and that there is fear of being alone. So you're seeing that in this person. That's really interesting that that's coming through in your energy as well. Some of you, you could be in a connection as well. That you have stayed in for stability, similar to what I expressed here. And perhaps your next journey is to make things happen and step out of that energy and towards this one. I feel a lot of fear on both sides about stepping towards this or about how it's going to move forward. Maybe the two of you weren't, when you met, you weren't expecting to meet. Maybe you already had your lives planned out or knew how they were going to go. Perhaps, again, maybe you were both in connections. That's only for some of you, though. The other cards we have the Four of Wands. So this is someone you see as your person. You see them as someone who you would want union with or to live with, marriage, celebration, feeling free. Again, I feel like apart, there's a feeling of feeling trapped or unfulfilled. And then when you're together, it's this feeling of freedom and, you know, your soul being uplifted. With the King of Wands and Temperance, this is interesting. Like I said, it's like you're seeing this person and this connection exactly how they're coming out. That's really interesting. So you see this person as, again, your other half. With the Temperance card, this person could have been wishy-washy with you in the past, taking action. They could have come in and then hopped right back out. Temperance can be an energy of having like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And Temperance is also the balancing of divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So this person could have helped you balance those within yourself. This person could have helped you realize your own self-worth through possibly not appreciating your self-worth. This person could have inspired you energetically to take control of your life, to stand in your power, to nurture yourself. Anyway, I could go on all day. For those of you who are in contact with this person, I do feel fear of this person's staying power. And I am seeing with the King of Wands, this King of Wands, there is a female in there. So for some of you, like I said, I think you look at this person as there's someone else involved, but that's just for some of you. For a lot of you, I feel like you see this person as your twin flame, is what I'm hearing. Anyway, I'm going to take the King of Wands right there. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. So this could have been a connection that weighed you down, stressed you out. Perhaps you had to release it at some point. Justice. This person, you see this person as either needing to take accountability or they already have if you're in contact. It's interesting because I'm getting both energies. Like I'm getting some of you that are already talking and then some of you who are about to talk. But anyway, you see this person owes you some kind of accountability or some kind of truth. This can also represent justice, you know, maybe properly separating from someone else so that you guys can have this fresh start. All right, I want to see, my kids are laughing, sorry. Let's see what is currently blocking this connection. What is currently blocking this connection? We have the Hermit. So the Hermit shows that this is a connection that's meant to help you both change and grow and be on your soul path. With the Hermit coming out as a blockage, it could have been that this person was unwilling to actually look at what their soul wanted. Perhaps you were as well. I shouldn't just put it all on this person. Perhaps there was, you know, we saw resistance and fear to listening to this spider. So perhaps there was a little voice within you that told you, even when you were trying your best to let go of this person, perhaps there was a little voice whispering saying, that's your person, that's your person. Like there's something more there. Don't give up. And perhaps you know, were hesitant to listen to that voice because of your ego. We do have the Nine of Swords here that also wanted to come out. I'm going to leave it in there. And this shows fear and anxiety. So again, with the King of Wands and the Temperance card coming out in your energy for how you feel about this, I feel like perhaps this person has come in before and said the words and was no action. And so there is fear here. There is anxiety here about this. And we saw it on both sides, fear. On the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So karmic cycles needing to come to an end. This image of, I'm not sure if you can see that, but this image of the cloaked person makes me think of the Death card in this deck. And we see them walking through the gate, and this gate is on the Sun card in this deck. So there needs to be an ending and a new beginning. There needs to be an ending where I'm seeing that Sun card where somebody takes control of their material world and their destiny. It's interesting because I was talking about that movie, and she's all about like she's like, I'm going to take destiny into my own hands. Anyway, and when you look at the bigger picture of the movie, I believe it all happened in destiny or in divine timing in that movie. Anyway, very interesting. I'm going to get my book out. My poor book. My poor book has seen better days. Hermit is also 9, and 9s are about the evolution of yourself. So it could have been that Spirit was kind of keeping a lid on this until you were both more evolved. Anyway, it's interesting because we have the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune, and they come together in the deck. So what's blocking this connection? We have romantic rejection, loneliness, feeling distant from partner. So those could have been all things that you are feeling or have felt in the past. Oh my gosh, this is on page 99. It's like the two of you, 9, 9. Once you're on your 9s, you can be together. Anyway, external events affecting relationship. So external things, whether that be a person, whether it be a lifestyle, a religion, other people's opinions. Interesting. 9, 9. It's on page 99. All right. Let's see what is next for this connection. Let's look at that. What is coming next for this connection? Whew, that's a lot of cards. I'm going to take this one first. I'm going to peek at the other ones, but Spirit's telling me to take this one for sure. So we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is following your intuition. It's following your heart. So I almost feel like both of you have had to really follow your heart and your soul back to each other. I hear from this side, if anybody else treated me that way, I would not have it. But there's something inside of you that's always intuitively drawn you back to this person. The Knight of Cups is all about intuition. It's all about someone following their intuition, whatever their intuition tells them. And it's also about love, an offer of love, a declaration of love, a declaration of feelings. Very beautiful. Oh, interesting. So these came out, and we have the King of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. So this is what's coming next. So let's just have a little look here. So King of Pentacles we spoke about in the beginning. That's stability. There is stability coming. There is that Ace of Wands shows inspired action. If you guys are already talking, it just shows that this stabilizes even more. The Three of Swords in reverse does, oh my gosh, forgiving one another. So forgiving one another, moving on after pain. So this is beautiful. I do want to say this Three of Swords in reverse, although it doesn't say it in my little handbook, the Three of Swords is also an energy of fear of getting hurt again. So just keep that in mind. Fear can manifest into reality. So if you're both coming in with fear, chances are there's going to be something that kind of manifests to cause a tower moment or something. Again, I'm not saying that to scare you, but fear does manifest into reality. The Five of Cups in reverse is moving on from a past relationship and healing from old wounds. So very beautiful energy we see here. It's also on page 133, which is 7, Chariot energy. So I just wanted to point that out. So this Five of Cups shows, I believe, maybe you're both in a relationship, but we see you moving on from those relationships or relationship, and really healing and coming together. So absolutely beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, we do have this Knight of Wands here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I said this Knight of Wands looked like he was offering something. Like the Knight of Wands is never down on one knee. The Knight of Wands is never off the horse or car or whatever. The Knight of Wands is like someone who comes in like a bat out of hell. So oftentimes they're on a horse that's like charging, or a car that's, you know, the front end is off the ground because they're moving so fast. And this Knight of Wands is on their knee. They're not even near their horse. So like they couldn't even jump on their horse if they wanted to. That's very interesting. And the reason I said, oh my gosh, is because we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Swords in reverse is all about the end of games. It's like lies being revealed. It's the end of this back and forth, like what feels like a game. This is, you know, if this person did have someone else, this is them dropping that other person, coming forward. And then we have the Lovers. And what did I say? I kept saying lovers, 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 a choice. So I can't ignore that. Queen of Swords, you could have cut this person off. Anyway, this person is making a choice. And I think that you have a choice to make as well. Do you let your guard down? Do you hear this person out? Do you, you know, moving forward right now, I apologize for the coughing that you're hearing now. Moving forward, you know, even right now, if you're moving forward, you may still have a wall up. You may still have a coldness about you keeping yourself safe. Anyway, that's amazing. Lovers. What advice do we need for this connection? What advice does pile one need to hear? We have Justice. I love it. We have Justice. Interesting. So this shows that whatever justice is, things will come into balance. There will be justice. You will have your justice, whatever that means to you. If that's hearing from this person after no contact, this is about, you know, this person taking accountability. There's truth here. This is coming. Also, it's an energy of, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but just remember that the things we do can build karma upon us. So for example, you know, if there is a third party here, that third party is still a human, you know, that has a heart and deserves not to be, you know, hurt. Not that that's your, that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with your person. But just remember that when we make the wrong choices, we can have karma inflicted upon us. So like when we, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You can get karma from doing good things as well. Like you can, it's interesting because you can overgive and overgive and overgive to people and accumulate karma for that, where you have someone that comes in and just takes advantage of that goodness in you because Spirit's saying like, you need to change that about yourself. You're giving too much. Anyway, there's advice here about doing this right, about not, you know, being careful how you approach if you're in a relationship. There's something about doing this right. So again, I think that both of you, whatever it is, that's that external interference, I think both of you kind of need to set it down and move forward together, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not calling anybody out. Where did that the Justice card's right here. I was looking for it. Where's my Justice? Anyway, so this card is also saying if this person did something wrong to you, they will have their justice. And it's the same for us. If we do something deceitful or something like that towards another human being, we're the ones that will have to serve that karma. Again, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying the message that I'm hearing. I want to see one more card of advice for you. Spirit says 2. We do have this 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups is a flowing energy, divine flow. That's amazing. I love that that came out. So remember to keep this connection balanced. You both need to give equally to it. So if you find your person isn't giving to it, just be careful not to overgive here. We do have the Five of Swords, so there is this energy of self-sabotage. So like I said, with the Three of Cups and the Five of Swords coming out as the self-sabotage warning, I do believe Spirit's saying, just let this flow. Don't try and pour too much into it and it'll overflow. Don't try and starve it with Queen of Swords, starve it of any emotion at all. It has to be this balanced flow. So again, try not to overgive, because that can tip the scales in temperance. It can become imbalanced. And anyway, we do have the Magician on the bottom. So remember, positivity, focus on your manifestations. Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, everything that you want to manifest is coming, especially in this relationship. Just try and let go of that fear, and also whatever you both need to release for there to be union needs to be released, or else there can't be union. And again, there's that wand. There's that wand that's been in this reading the entire time. It was in the Ace of Wands. The King of Pentacles was holding it. The King of Wands was holding it. Somebody else was holding it. The Hermit. Anyway, and we have the Ten of Cups. So if this is what your heart truly desires, if this is what your soul is manifesting, you know, believe in this happy ending. You guys could have a child in the future. And look, we have Temperance. So things coming into balance. Don't overgive. Anyway, that's beautiful. So my beautiful pile ones, I hope this resonated, and I feel like it's kind of weird that I'm just leaving you like this, but anyway, I feel like I've talked a lot, so I don't think I'm just leaving you and abandoning you. Anyway, I'm sending you lots of love and light, my friends. I've missed you over the past few days, and I'm happy to be back, and I hope that things are going well for you and you survived the full moon, which was the cold moon. I don't know about you, but I found it to be an emotional time. Anyway, I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and love yourselves. And I love you. Bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition, and this pink jasper, this is going to be a reading all about you and your connection and what's coming next, or what's coming in the future for you guys. I can already tell this is a beautiful pile. I feel like a lot of you are with your person. And maybe you're just here for extra comfort, extra clarity, some reassurance. All fine things to need, especially when something seems really good. Anyway, it's very beautiful energy, your cards. You have a lot of water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, emotions. Yeah. So right away on the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups shows, like, you see that giant peace sign? There's peace there. This person brings you peace. They bring you comfort. Perhaps with there's like 5 cups in front of that peace symbol. So perhaps in the past, you had loss in your life. You had non-peace. Maybe your life wasn't so peaceful. And perhaps they've brought you comfort to some of those old wounds, some of those past experiences. Look, we have the Queen of Cups, more emotion. Oh my goodness. So this, again, I feel like this is someone who has a lot of feeling for you. Doesn't matter the gender. And this is someone who possibly makes you realize your own worth a bit. Maybe they see you really clearly. Maybe they really appreciate the love that you have to offer. And maybe in the past you didn't know what that felt like. Perhaps in the past it wasn't so peaceful for you. The Two of Coins. And Judgment shows me that perhaps in the past, someone didn't realize your worth, didn't realize how amazing you are. Maybe they didn't prioritize you. Anyway, whoever this is, new or old, they are full of love for you. There's a lot of love in this reading, and there's a lot of communication. So perhaps once I get into it, you realize that this is someone from your past, and that's symbolic of them coming forward with communication. But we're going to get into it. You will hear noise because my kids are downstairs playing with their auntie, so you'll hear giggling and sometimes screaming, but it's all in good fun. So before I actually get your cards were beautiful. I am going to shuffle these before we get your other cards. Oh my gosh. So I'm cutting open to the Page of Cups. So this could be someone younger than you. This could be someone who it's new, okay, with the Page of Cups. This could be someone who you just met or a secret admirer. It can represent crush energy. So perhaps this is someone you have a crush on, and you're wondering how they feel about you. This can also symbolize someone returning with an apology, so take it as it resonates. Interesting. No, go all the way. Nah. Okay. We have the Three of Coins, so this could be someone at work. This could be someone you're collaborating on something with. The Three of Coins is also very symbolic of both of you giving to this, so it can flow, it can work. So that's beautiful. This is beautiful, not interesting. The Seven of Wands in reverse, interesting. Interesting, I just said it, see? So it is interesting. I have to look that up. Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. It does say defensiveness, denial in love, a breakup from external pressure. Interesting. So denial in love, that's interesting. You could... That defensiveness, I am seeing that perhaps because of a past wound you are or you were defensive possibly towards this person, or even just perhaps you knew the feelings were there and you denied them. I'm not getting a sense of like, oh, you know, you're in love with this person who doesn't have feelings for you, you're living in denial. I'm getting the opposite. I'm getting someone who fills your cup up, someone who makes you feel seen and loved. And it's almost like you're questioning it because of what happened to you in the past. You're almost denying it because it feels almost too good to be true, maybe. But anyway, it could also be with that denial. If it is someone from your past coming back with an apology, perhaps you are currently not open to that. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I just had to look that up. Queen of Swords, oh dear. See? Defensiveness. So if this is a past person, you could be, you know, protecting yourself against this. Perhaps you don't trust all this ooey gooey emotion stuff that's coming out. Because like I said, there's a lot of water energy. There's a lot of love, lots of feelings. So we'll get your oracle cards. That was interesting because the bottom of the deck was supposed to be something else, but two little cards skipped out at the last minute. I don't know if you guys saw that because I was supposed to cut here. Six of Coins, equal give and take, reciprocity. What's this about? I'm used to breadcrumbs. No, I'm just kidding. But for some of you, that's the energy that I'm getting. You're not used to equal give and take. You're not used to someone filling your cup up. And perhaps it scares you a little. Perhaps you're overthinking it. Because of a past wound. Oh, that's Five of Swords. What? Oh, I didn't even see those. Five of Swords because of a past wound. Sorry. Oh, right. Those are the bottom. Oh my goodness, we have the Tower. And Death. Oh my goodness. This person has made a huge impact on you. So, with the Tower and the Death card, it could be that this is a past person. So if you're wondering about a past person, keep listening. For those of you who are resonating with new, I see this as someone who... I feel a lot of energy of you coming out of a toxic connection with that Tower card. And there being an ending, which has affected your belief in love, perhaps. Your trust in other people, your trust in other people's emotions and offers of love. Perhaps, you know, you're used to begging for love and this person is just like, here, take the love, just take it. And you're wondering, like, what is this about? This is not what I'm used to. For some of you, you could have had such a bad connection in the past that you kind of swore off love. And I feel like this person has completely changed your opinion about that with the Tower and Death. And this could be for this person as well. It's interesting. I heard an amazing Baba Jolie explain this card, and I'd never heard it explained like this. But the Tower usually shows two people from the Tower. And apparently it's supposed to represent when a change needs to happen, or when something is crumbling, not working, and you stay. She explained it as you either jump out of that Tower and put yourself first and leave that, or the universe brings it down and forces you to fall from that Tower, which we see here with this person. Anyway, perhaps you stayed too long in a bad connection in the past. Perhaps if this is a past person, you may be held on to it thinking that this person would change, and perhaps the universe kind of had to step in and end it because to awaken you guys. Oh my goodness, the giggling. I'm so sorry. So much giggling. Anyway, I'm getting two energies here, so very interesting. So we're going to look at your oracle cards. Now, like I said, your oracle cards, you had a lot come out. You actually had some come out that I can't even put on the table because you had so many. So what was the one that... This one came out, which I won't... Nope, that's not the one. Okay, well, it says ease. Hang on. It wanted to run away from me. It says ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. And I'm not going to take this card, but it wanted to come out. And I almost see this as... It's almost like I'm feeling your energy as if you're not trusting that you should receive something so beautiful, or maybe you don't believe something that beautiful exists or could be real or could last. Anyway, bottom line is well, we'll get to it with the other cards. So this is supposed to be you, and this is supposed to be your person. 1111 on the timer. So your person is coming up as the Knight of Cups, so water energy. This person could be younger than you. The fact that this says number 12 makes me think of Hanged Man energy, and the fact that this person is someone who's making you look at things in a different way, whether that's a new person or a past person. I see a change of perspective here. The Knight of Cups is also someone who follows their intuition. So this is someone who's has a lot of emotion and intuitive hope for this connection I'm seeing. Oh, right. I realized that wouldn't work there last time. There we go. We have victory and 40. And this 4 makes me think of the Emperor. So this is someone who's got their sights set on you. They want victory here. The fact that we see these binoculars here, this is someone who's been watching you. This is someone who wants to know you better. They want to get to know you up close and personal, I'm hearing. And again, there's something about a new perspective for those of you resonating with a past person. For your energy, we have the 9 of Cups, and we say wish, love, or we see wish, love, bliss, joy. Anyway. So 9 of Cups shows wish fulfillment energy. It shows, again, I almost feel too good to be true. Like you feel like it's too good to be true, what this person is offering, what they're saying, whether that's old or new. We also have Claim Your Power, 25. And this is, I'll get into it when I read the cards, but this is Chariot energy. This is going after what you want. This is masculine energy. So I believe you're going to be taking a more masculine approach to this connection, maybe taking more action towards it, feeling more empowered. We will look at that. I also wanted to say I noticed something interesting on the page numbers, because this is on a page, I believe, that equals 11, as is this. So 1111. We have True Offering. True Offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So again, this is someone who's offering you something that's bringing you back to love. It's bringing you back to that 10 of Cups. It's filling your cups up. This is an offer that is going to change your perspective on love, perhaps because of that past experience. And then for others of you, this is someone offering you growth. This is someone who's offering you transformation. Take it as it resonates. Now, we do have one more card, which kind of sits off to the side. We have third house communication. The third house represents how you develop your ideas and your style of communicating them. So you and this person could be communicating a lot, or you could be, perhaps there are communication problems, and that's why you're listening to a reading to kind of see what's going on, what's the bigger picture. Like I said, you guys got a lot of cards. So with the Knight of Cups, all of these wanted to come out, and that this is 8 of Wands, so forward movement, messages, communication. Ace of Cups, it's an offer of love, new love for some of you, or renewed love after an emotional awakening about you. And we have the World. So for some of you, you could have met this person online, or this person could be at a distance from you. And for those of you resonating with a past person, this is someone who wants to close. They want closure here. They want completion. They want to close the distance, is what I'm hearing. Anyway, I have no room for these, but those wanted to come out with that Knight of Cups. So very symbolic of communication. This is also an energy. 8 of Wands is a very passionate energy. So it could be that this is a new person and that your feelings developed really quickly, and perhaps they want to do all these things with you. Like maybe they're asking you out on dates. Maybe they're asking to move in with you. Maybe they're like talking about marriage really quickly, and perhaps that's, you know, scaring you, which is fine. Anyway, this is a very fast moving energy. So this is someone who wants to take this somewhere, you know? Anyway, I'm going to leave those cards off to the side. We know they were there. So the first thing I want to do is, we do see you taking more action to this and perhaps facing some of those past fears that you have about love. The Nine of Cups shows wish fulfillment. It shows you feeling very fulfilled by this connection. And remember, this is your energy, that's theirs. So I'm going to read the victory card first. So victory is on page, yes, 92. 11. Falcon heralds victory on the horizon. Remember, this is on your person's side, but this is what's coming for the two of you. This is going to be how this is a message for this person so that we can kind of see a peek into their energy. Doesn't matter the gender. Falcon heralds victory on the horizon. She dares to accept all challenges. Now you must focus like Falcon on the end goal and discipline yourself to actualize your inner vision. There's no time for mindless activities. Focus like a laser on what needs to be done and do it. Something special is waiting to be developed, but it requires your steadfast commitment. What you most desire may take months or years, but do not rush for completion. Timing will play in your favor if you endure the long journey. So for some of you, this is someone, Emperor energy from your past. Falcon's medicine shares that the key to your victory is discipline. Do not lean on motivation to carry you through, because on your journey, motivation will often vanish for a time, and you must discipline yourself to push through no matter what. There's another page. What you desire is attainable, and what you long to do in this life is yours, but you must work for it. Falcon's medicine suggests that you create a commitment of just 20 minutes a day working towards your goal. Now more than ever is the time you must take steadfast action and have unwavering faith, and you will succeed. Do not give up, keep going. Something beyond your wildest dreams awaits you to capture it. Falcon's medicine is an honor to have chosen in your spread today. It brings the medicine of victory, but remember, it comes to you through your discipline. And remember, that's your person's energy. For your energy, we have 25, claim your power. Tiger. It's on page 56, 11. Anyone to face Tiger, whoops. Anyone face to face with a tiger instantly shifts into a state of respect for her prolific power. Tiger summons you to connect with your greatest power, to overcome yourself, to overcome your doubts, fears, insecurities, and illusions of the ego, and to use boundaries. So boundaries, very important for you guys. Well, you could be someone that doesn't have many boundaries, and perhaps, you didn't know how to set boundaries in the past with people. I often say I didn't know what a boundary was until I was 37 years old. Like, growing up, my parents told me that boundaries, what I know now to be boundaries, was just being selfish. So maybe you're someone who needs to work on your boundaries. While many of the animals in the apothecary deck ask you to be accepting of your emotions, when this card comes up, it means enough is enough. And remember that 10 of Cups card had that peace sign over the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups can be an energy of wallowing, of, hanging on to past regrets, hanging on to past sadness that deters you from finding your happiness. Tiger does not appear now with the feminine energy of allowing. This is the masculine energy of taking action and creating what you want. It is time to care more about the end goal rather than the heavy emotions you are currently feeling. The action called for here is snap out of the illusion and get your thoughts into gear. Spirit, let's be gentle on pile 2, please. Jeez. When you change your thoughts of the world around you changes. Get in control of your thoughts and transform the story you tell yourself. 5 of Swords. We saw it. 5 of Swords. You are not your feelings, so stop mistaking them for your identity. Shift perspective. Hanged Man, shift perspective. Conquer your emotions and carve the life you desire. You can no longer submit to the identities and definitions that you once projected on yourself and others. It's time to move forward and initiate your power. When you stand in your greatness like a tiger, you have nothing to prove, for you just are. True power is not dictated or enforced. It is an energy that magnetizes others to want to help you in your cause. And that's what the Nine of Pentacles is. It's what the Nine of Cups is. Anyway, it makes you a magnet for abundance. Once someone has to prove and display their strength, they've already lost it. Interesting. Tiger's Medicine says to stop playing the victim of circumstance. Your power is even greater than Tiger's, yet you wallow in smallness and self-pity. How strange is it that one with so much power is blinded by it? You feel imprisoned by your circumstances, yet the only prison in your story you paint Yet the only prison is the story you painted over your circumstances. Tiger's Medicine is to wake up, get real, change your story, change your life, claim your power. That's pretty powerful. That's a pretty powerful message coming from Spirit for you. To not let, if it's this past person's energy, don't let it deter you from happiness, or if it's someone else altogether that hurt you in your past or your parents. Somebody made a comment in my comment section. Again, I'm not giving them attention. I just want to talk about it because I can't type in those tiny comment sections. It was a comment about, we need to stop blaming our parents for everything. And that's not what I was saying. And the comment said, like, we all have childhood wounds. We just need to grow up and move on from them and stop living in your past. And I just want to tell you guys that that's the energy that's called like sticking a Band-Aid on it or sweeping it under the rug when you don't deal with it. It's not a healing energy. To go back into your childhood and to heal those wounds. And again, it might not even been your parents. It could have been anybody. It could have been circumstances. You could have been undiagnosed neurodivergent. As someone who's gone back and, like my therapist said, let's get all those bags and rip them open so that they're empty once and for all. It's worth doing. And it's not about blaming your parents. It's not about wallowing in the past. It's about healing so that you can have an amazing future and that your kids don't go through that same trauma. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to go any further into that conversation. So again, the Tower, it's interesting now that I've read that card that I see this Tower, because it's like Spirit saying, don't get trapped in that tower. Like, save yourself, Don't let your past dictate your future, is what I'm hearing. So anyway, Spirit, let's get on with it. We're going to go current energy between the two of you. Current energy between the two of you. We have the Nine of Swords, so there's anxiety here. The Nine of Swords shows anxiety. It shows fear. It shows possibly sleepless nights, lack of trust. I'm not sure if currently you're fighting. This is a really heavy energy. And what's really interesting is we have Five of Swords on the bottom. So that shows self-sabotage. It shows the past being a huge blockage here. Something that's not healed. Again, it could be in your childhood. It could be in theirs. It could be between the two of you. For those of you resonating with the new person, I feel like your anxiety and your fear here are a blockage, are a factor. It's really interesting because on the bottom of the deck, we have all this heavy energy of heartbreak and wounds. So that's really interesting. I want to get a clarifier for that. Can you tell me about this Nine of Swords? We have the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. Interesting. So on the bottom of the deck, I had like self-sabotage, heartbreak, and the Empress. And now I've got the Emperor on the bottom here and the Ace of Cups. So current energy, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing current energy with the Hierophant. You could feel a spiritual connection with this person. You could feel this Nine of Cups energy towards them. It's clear that you two have feelings for each other. If this is a past person, you clearly, I feel like there's a spiritual contract that the two of you have that perhaps one of you worked, like for a past person, perhaps you both worked through those lessons and that's why you're coming together now. The Hierophant shows spiritual ascension as well, which is interesting because, nope, that was pile one, never mind. Anyway, this Nine of Cups does show fulfillment. It shows your heart being guided to this person, but then there's all this fear and anxiety. I believe on your side, the Empress, because of what happened in the past, whether it was with this person or with a past person. And we see this person, Emperor energy, trying to take action towards this, trying to make something happen here. And I do believe there's a lot of fear on your side is what I'm seeing. Perhaps, you know, perhaps you weren't expecting to feel this deeply about someone so soon after ending with someone else, or perhaps you just never expected to feel this way again. You know, if this is your counterpart coming back after a long time, of course, there's going to be hesitancy there, and anxiety about patterns repeating. Has the lesson really been learned? And it's like, I'm almost seeing it like this. For you guys who are resonating with a past person, I almost feel like the universe was like, okay, let's see, it's judgment time. Let's see if you've both learned your lessons. And I feel like this person is coming in Nine of Cups, and it's actually, I don't even see this person coming in as Nine of Cups. I see you flopping back and forth between, can you trust this? Or should you be afraid of this? And that's, you know, that's actually symbolic of new or past love here. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing kind of this back and forth, like, do I trust this? Do I trust my intuition? Do I trust what my heart is telling me? Or do I trust my anxiety? You could be losing sleep at night right now with the Nine of Swords. So we have this Emperor, Ace of Cups, Hanged Man. So this is someone, again, whoever it is, showing you a new perspective of love, and of this love offer. So very interesting. I want to see how they are currently feeling about this connection, your person. How is this Knight of Cups currently feeling about this connection? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Knight of Cups. That is amazing. That's amazing. I love that. And Six of Cups. So this is someone, again, their side, they're feeling the possibilities here. They're feeling positive about this. This could be someone younger than you. This is someone who's seeing the potential in this. We have Six of Cups on the bottom. So this is someone who feels a soul spark with you, who feels, you know, a soul connection with you. This is soulmate energy. For those of you resonating with a past person, this is symbolic of union, wanting to reconnect, thinking about your ex. So again, it's interesting. I'm getting two kind of energies coming through here. The Seven of Coins, for those of you who it actually doesn't matter. Whoever this person is, they see this as worth their investment. They see this as worth their time. And with these three arrows, I almost see it as this person, I don't feel like they're rushing you with that divine timing kind of image there. They're trusting that this will move as it needs to. I actually want to I want to look at this. I don't know why I'm being called to look at this Knight of Cups in a different book, but I am. The Quartz. Doesn't really say anything about them. Oh, yes, it does. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Cups. Advancing. Knight of Cups. Advancing, arriving, coming on board, reception, reconciliation, proposition, invitation, financial opportunity or windfall, often through a visitor, imagination, vision and passion, cunning. So I'm going to get one more card for how they're feeling about you. I mean, we do see it we see it on the bottom, Six of Cups. So they're feeling a lot of love for you. How is this Knight of Cups feeling? Ace of Coins. Oh my goodness. So this is someone, again, sees the potential with you. This is a proposal. This is someone making an offer. They see this growing into something very stable and beautiful, no matter who this person is. I want to see how... So we do have strength on the bottom. So perhaps they see this as, well, first of all, very strong attraction. I also feel there's a strength about this person regarding the fear that you have. I feel like this person, I just get a really strong feeling from this person that they are okay with the fact that you struggle with fear. They see you as someone they want to settle down with. Look at that, Queen of Coins. You could be a mother. They see you as someone with huge potential. For some of you, you could have been through a lot with this person if it's a past person. That's also unconditional love, which is also Nine of Cups, unconditional love. Let's see how you're feeling about this connection. How do you feel about this connection? How are you feeling about this connection currently? Oh my goodness. We have the Eight of Swords. So again, I'm seeing a lot of overthinking and fear on your side. Eight of Swords, for some of you who are in no contact, it could be that the no contact is actually getting to you and testing your own patience and divine timing. The Eight of Swords shows, though, that what you're feeling about this connection is of your own thought process. It's of, I mean, it could be because of things that happened to you in your past or things this person did to you in your past. But this is showing that this is not actually what's happening. Those things aren't actually happening right now in this connection, but there's fear of them happening again. We do have Justice on the bottom. So there's this fear of being wronged. There's this fear of being hurt by this person. Anyway, very interesting. I want to look, again, I want to look in this book, which I don't normally look in different books. So Eight of Swords says contradiction, criticism, reprimand, crisis, temporary difficulties, blame, censure, scandal, trauma that can be healed. See? Trauma that can be healed. Anyway. Swamped by details, being pinned or entrapped, a dark night of the soul. Interesting. This is a very interesting guidebook. Understanding the power of fear. So maybe you're trying to understand this. Look at your energy here. Oh my goodness. The mental void and paralysis created through fear, beliefs and thoughts that can be changed. That's what I meant about a prison of your own making. That the things that you're thinking about aren't actually happening and can be changed. Anyway, maybe you feel like this person owes you justice here, and maybe you're waiting for it. I'm going to get one more for your thoughts and feelings. We have Temperance. Oh my goodness. And the Emperor. So now I'm going to look in this book for these cards, but I do feel it's interesting because your person had Emperor energy on their side, and how you're feeling about them is this is someone taking action towards this. You know, you see them taking action, and perhaps with this Temperance card, there's just this feeling of perhaps it's really interesting because this card talked about you being in your masculine power, not so much your feminine, that you need to embody that to get out of your emotions. And I do feel with this card, there's this energy of maybe your emotions are overtaking you here. I feel like this is someone who is taking action, who's trying to stabilize this. And perhaps that makes you feel unsteady because perhaps that's not what you're used to. Perhaps you're the one that's used to fixing things. Temperance also shows divine timing. So for some of you, like I said, I'm getting this past energy that you see this person as your counterpart. I want to look at this Temperance card in this book now. This book is fascinating. It's tiny, but it's got like lots of keywords. So we have Temperance, moderation, self-control, patience, consolidation, harmony, coordination, successful combination, friendship, recuperation, unfulfilled desires, discord, stubbornness, hostility, clashing of interests, inactivity, time, seasons, and climate. So very interesting, all those aspects of that card. For some of you, I'm hearing... For some of you, I'm hearing that you've lost patience waiting for this person to come in. That's just for some of you. I want to see what is currently blocking this connection. What is currently blocking this connection from moving forward? The World. There's so much about communication here, you guys, and offers. Anyway, the World shows unhealed cycles, lack of closure. I'm going to look in my book for this one. The World. Missing something. Interesting. Missing something in love life, taking partner for granted. So this person in the past could have taken you for granted. And perhaps this is them trying to level up and come back. And perhaps you're like, I don't really trust you anymore. For those of you who are resonating with a new person, it's really interesting because there is this energy. Don't shoot the messenger. There is this energy on this side of this person being full of love, like wanting to work on this, wanting to offer you love, wanting to step up, wanting to give you unconditional love. There's multiple cups about here. Take my love, take my pentacle, take my cup. You are what I want. And then on your side, we see all this fear. So maybe with this communication card, You know, it could be that maybe you need to start communicating with this person how you're feeling. It could be that perhaps you two both have communication problems. Perhaps this person, Knight of Cups, doesn't know how to properly communicate their feelings and you feel like they're taking you for granted. Perhaps you don't know how to tell this person all the fear that's bubbling up and scaredness and wounds that are kind of bubbling up within you, and you don't know how to communicate that, and that causes this person to feel like you don't appreciate what they're trying to offer you here. This is someone who's, like I said, they've been watching you, they've got their sight kind of set on you. Distance could also be a blockage here. I want to see advice. What is the advice here? What advice do you have about this connection? What advice do you have for this connection? We have the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups. So it's interesting because I was talking about communication, and this says communication is key here. Whatever you're feeling needs to be communicated. As far as I do feel a small group of you are in no contact, and your person's energy, they're getting ready to take action. We have communication, we have true offering, we have the Eight of Wands. You know, can I just remind you guys that we had the Eight of Wands and the World and the Ace of Cups. They all came out twice because they came out here and they came out in your reading. So forward movement, very important here. Like I said, for those of you waiting for communication, communication is coming with the Eight of Wands. I do feel like communicating, though, with this person about how you're feeling is very important. Communicating your truth. You know, a problem shared, I don't know what the saying is, but a problem shared is a problem released, in my opinion. I have a meditation that I listen to, and the guy that does it says that any feeling that's pushed down and repressed will just resurface again later until you deal with it. It'll always be there until you speak it into existence. The Three of Cups does show a flowing energy. You know, it's an energy of social interaction. It's an energy of opening your heart to this person, letting your walls down. Nine of Wands, letting those guards down. The Nine of Wands is also about the final push before union. So if some of you are resonating with that. I wanted to look up the Eight of Wands in this deck. That's what I wanted to do. Eight of Wands, progress, breakthrough, events moving quickly, on the threshold of something new, promises or proposal, object of desire. Interesting. And then Three of Cups. Happy gathering, social activity, group effort. So it's got to be a group effort here for you two. Victory, problems resolved, wounds and painful memories healed. Oh my goodness. So you need to share these problems. You need to communicate them. Just saying. Pleasures of life, joyous family, support from sibling, cousins, peers, conclusion. Beautiful. So you have a conclusion coming. And that's a proposal as well. So keep that in mind. I want to see what's coming next for these two. What is coming next for this connection? What is the future of this connection? What's next? So we have the Nine of Coins, and the Nine of Coins is about having everything you want. It's about being happy with what you have, and not wanting for anything. It is an energy of confidence. I don't see this as, you know, this can be a single card. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing you being more confident. Maybe after you communicate your fears, I see you being more invested in this. I think you were always invested in this, but I think that you're more invested in a positive way in the near future rather than in that anxious way. This, you know, this is the stepping stone to 10 of Pentacles right here. Now I want to look up the 9 of Coins in this book. This is a very interesting book. It's so, like, look, it's so little, but the keywords are amazing. I may use this book all the time. Planning. Oh no, that's not the right one. 9 of Coins, material comfort, abundance, wanting for little, accomplishment, honors, gains, sense of self-worth, safety and security. Amazing. So when we share our fears, perhaps that gives you, I say we like we're the same person. I meant we as a collective. When we share our fears with someone, as long as it's the right someone, it allows them to help support us. Anyway, this is a feeling of accomplishment here. That's beautiful. Long-term planning, managing danger, able to weather a storm. Beautiful. So you're coming in very confident. 9s are very significant to this pile. Let's see what else is coming in the future for you two. What is next? Okay. So we have the 3 of Coins and we have the Devil. So the Devil is very, I don't know. I don't want to have too much on there. So the Devil shows me that the Devil is fear. And with the 3 of Coins and the Devil, I see you working on that fear. I don't see it completely going away. You know, the Devil is about past wounds. It's about shadows. And I believe that with this 3 of Coins and the Devil, it shows working on those shadows, working on that fear so that it doesn't control you, and it doesn't overtake this connection. The Devil can also be symbolic of freeing yourself from, you know, maybe you felt trapped or what am I trying to say? The Devil card can represent, you know, you releasing, perhaps if you had a parent growing up who told you, you know, you weren't worth anything. Perhaps you're releasing that negative voice in your head. That could be releasing, if you're resonating with new, that could be releasing that past dynamic that made you so scared of love. And for those of you who are with this person, this is reconnecting, past person. This is very symbolic of you both doing the work in order to be able to work together and come together. And that could have taken some time. But yes, there was one more card I wanted to look up before I move on. It was on the bottom of the deck earlier and I didn't read it. And I was hearing, you should have read that. So the card that was on the bottom of the deck for the 9 of Coins was Judgment. And Judgment says rebirth, renewal, awakening of the dead, rejuvenation, result, judgment, sentence, resurrection, call to new life, often from the ashes of the old, rehabilitation, creation, promotion. I want to see any final advice for, I know I already got advice, but I just like to do final message from Spirit for you. We have the 6 of Wands, and that Well, I'll read the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is victory. It's very similar to this card. It's victory, it's success, it's happiness, it's engagement, sometimes weddings. I'm going to read it out of this book. Good news, well-earned victory, hopes and expectations fulfilled, public honors, success that builds future success. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Listen to this. Six of Wands symbolizes an honest discussion is needed where there has been doubt or apprehension. I can't believe that. An honest discussion is needed where there's been fear and doubt and apprehension. Anyway, I think that's magical. So, honest conversation between you and your love. That's what needs to happen. Anyway, I hope this resonated. I hope that it made sense. And I am sending you guys lots of love and light. And I will be back in a few days with another pick a card. With another pick a card reading. And until then, I am sending you so much love and comfort. Thank you again for all the beautiful support and the comments. I just love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So I did take a little bit of a break, so the lighting might be a little different. Not that you care, but I care. If you chose pile number 3, which is the Pulp Tarot, and this beautiful piece of Labradorite, where's that shiny bit? There it is. This is going to be a reading about what's the future of this connection. I can't guarantee that I'll be able to tell if you're in contact or not, but we'll see. So I hope you're all doing well. Before we get into the oracle cards, I am going to give these a shuffle. Again, I hope you're all well. Interesting. We have the Nine of Cups on the bottom right away, and that makes me feel like this person is your wish fulfillment, your other half. With the Queen of Wands, I feel like that's symbolic of possibly the energy that you're in right now. You could be in a very confident energy or experiencing a glow up, so to speak. We do have this King of Cups here, somebody full of love. Interesting. So you could be dealing with a water sign, or you could be a water sign. We also have fire. Interesting. And I feel like you both see each other as your wish fulfillment. Right away I'm seeing kind of a... I'm kind of seeing like, this is you. Doesn't matter the gender, this is them. And you're both each other's wish fulfillment. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands there, I feel like you're possibly, I just feel like the ball's in their court right now. And I feel like you're focused on yourself and you are very confident in what, or I hope you're confident. Maybe you're striving or learning how to be more confident. The Queen of Wands is someone who's, you know, in their power. It could be that you're tapping into your creativity as well because of this connection. And I feel like this is someone who's evaluating their feelings right now. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't normally do stuff like that, but anyway, let's keep going. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's just what I was channeling. We have the Three of Wands. Oh my goodness. So Three of Wands is symbolic of forward movement, of progression, planning, lots of fire energy. Aww. My bridge didn't work. Ace of Cups, a renewal of love after an emotional awakening, perhaps. The King of Cups. My cat has the zoomies again. We have the High Priestess, so things happening in divine timing. Perhaps you have a very intuitive connection with this person. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I felt the need to shuffle one more time, but there it is. That's why we have the Lovers. Very interesting. Soul connection, divine soul connection, offer of love, a choice about love. Oh well. Maybe a lackluster offer of love, or like a, maybe it's just a, hey, how you doing? Interesting. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat zooming around. We have the Knight of Cups. So this is someone who's thinking about coming in. I'm putting my hand over my head, like looking off into the distance as I say that. This is someone who's, you know, they're checking out, they want to check out the territory. They're surveying the territory. It's interesting. This is someone who wants to come in here. This is someone who has something to say. This is someone who I see, I said emotional awakening, and that's what I'm seeing here. This person has had some kind of, you know, realization, and they want to come rushing in here towards you. The Eight of Swords does show me that this is probably a no contact situation. And the Three of Swords in reverse symbolizes wanting forgiveness. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty clear. All right. Let's get you your oracle cards. There they are. Now, you may resonate with the side that I'm calling your person. That's okay. Just take the messages flipped, and you might resonate a bit with both sides. That's also symbolic of mirroring, which happens. All right, so this is your energy. We have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is about direction. It's almost like I'm feeling you're at a standstill until the approach is different, until this person comes in differently, or in 555 on the timer, or until you can approach it differently with a different mindset. Sometimes this card can talk about the need to change a pattern in order to move forward. And we did see that Three of Wands. So there is something progressing here. Whether or not that's you waiting for this person to come in with a different approach, Knight of Cups, or this is maybe you still need to find forgiveness for this person for what happened, or they need to forgive you, because we did see the Three of Swords in reverse. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you. Fire energy. We have Just Trust, and this is 32 equals 5, and so it's showing me things are changing. It's interesting because we have a double rainbow here, and double rainbows are very symbolic of miracles. You could be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe. We see this growth happening, and Spirit's saying you need to trust that change is happening, even though you maybe can't see it. Yeah. My kids are giggling their little butts off downstairs, so hopefully they don't distract anybody. Okay, so your person had 3 cards come out for their energy, and I can't take 3 cards. I mean, I will, but I can't have them on the screen because there's not enough room. So they had the Hierophant. The Hierophant was the first one I noticed. And this shows, this is Taurus energy. This shows spiritual growth. This shows spiritual wisdom, understanding. I think this is, you know, very symbolic of the fact that this is a connection where you're both meant to help heal each other's wounds, possibly. We do have the Moon card showing, you know, this person listening to their intuition, perhaps doing shadow work, because the moon does represent working on our shadows, looking at our shadows. And I feel like this person is following their intuition right now, is what I'm hearing. This is also Divine Feminine. And what deck was it that wanted to come out? I think it was this deck. The Sun wanted to come out. Anyway, so Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energies. So your person is evolving here. There is spiritual growth there. The other card we had was the Tower. Okay, so this is what I feel like this person has had. I feel like there was resistance to look at their shadows with the Moon card. And I feel like the universe kind of, I feel like they started experiencing Tower moments, and it was meant to help them awaken to this, and it was to help them have this spiritual ascension, so to speak. Your person is definitely going through some major changes right now, because we have 3 major arcana cards, and that shows us huge things are happening for them. Realizations about their own shadow, trying to listen to their intuition after not listening to their intuition, and receiving possibly, again, these little towers from universe saying you're going the wrong way. Anyway, so I'm going to leave these 2 cards off to the side. For your person's energy here with the Hierophant, we have transformation. You know what's really interesting? Oh my gosh, what a cool synchronicity. We have the Hierophant, and you know, we saw the Lovers. I just think it's very cool. I didn't notice this, that I wanted to say something about this 3 and 2, because I see that being like Empress energy, you needing to embody that I'm not going to chase, I'm going to trust, I'm going to allow for the universe to do its work. And the 2 representing High Priestess energy, so listening to your intuition, trusting in your higher self, believing in divine timing, being patient. And then your person has transformation, which is 42, which is like Emperor, High Priestess. So I think that's very interesting. I could be a detective, a love detective. Oh dear. 11:11 on the timer. Anyway, I skipped right over your person. This is someone who's evolving. And I think it's very interesting that I said, look, double rainbows. I feel like you're working on your rainbow and they're working on theirs. Anyway, I'm going to read this card to you in a minute. So for the connecting energy, we have grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. I love this. I love this. This is also earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I do feel like there's a lot of grounding happening either right now or that's what's next. This reminds me kind of like, I don't know why I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles, but I am. Perhaps because of another deck I have. And I feel like right now, doesn't matter the gender, you are very grounded, and you're trusting in this, and you're looking at what you can do on your side. In the deck that I'm thinking of, it's like Guardian of the Night Tarot. Is that what it's called? The Guardian Night Tarot. I'm thinking of that deck with this. And in that deck, we have these little birds, and they kind of repeat in different cards. And to me, it represents intuition. So I feel like both of you are really trying to ground yourselves in different ways. What I'm seeing is I almost feel like your person is having a heart awakening. And I feel like you're coming in this like root chakra color. It's kind of in between, well, I guess sacral chakra. Anyway, it's like first of all, I feel you're very confident in what you have and what you have to offer. You're very grounded. And with the sacral chakra, I feel like you're really in touch with your intuitive feelings here. Anyway. And for this card, we have the first house, self and personality. Look, look, look. Anyway, 28, Wheel of Fortune energy. Interesting. The first house represents yourself, your body, and physical appearance. It shows how others see you and your approach to anything new in the world. Very interesting. So Queen of Wands energy we did see, so perhaps you're focused on yourself and your own creations, how to be your authentic self and put your authentic self out there. It also says your approach to anything new in the world. And this Two of Wands, I was talking about a different approach. So interesting, that synchronicity there. Anyway. Stay. All right, so I want to read you the trust card first. This is your energy, but take it as it resonates. Just trust. Mole not only sees poorly, but also hears and smells poorly too. The one ability he can rely on to guide him where he wants to go is his sensitivity toward vibrations. This is why Mole comes to teach us the medicine of absolute trust even in the darkness. Interesting. When you receive this card, it is a tremendous confirmation that you will find what you seek. Not only will things work out, but they will also be better than what you can fathom with your current understanding of reality. Right now, it is of the utmost importance to have unwavering faith, even if you do not see any proof of the progress. Oh, we have little people who need the Hope Reaper. Are you losing trust in this? I'm here to be the Hope Reaper. Go forward. Do not aim for perfection because it will only block you from success. Do what you intend to do even if you may feel scared. Something like that deeply resonates with your heart is awaiting you. The image of this sapling in the card represents your stage in the game. I apologize if I'm shaking. You have no idea if you will blossom into the great oak, the poetic rosebush, or perhaps the majestic redwood. But something profound is meant for you, and you must withstand the waiting game. You must see your wish without seeing it, and hear your desire without hearing it. You must be your fullest self without even knowing what that looks or feels like. Queen of Wands. Embody that Queen of Wands. What you want also wants you, but you must walk toward it with steadfast conviction. This card is a mighty confirmation. Feel a breath of relief and get excited. Mole's medicine is simple yet deep. His medicine is letting you know that it's safe to trust and it's going to happen for you. And it ends on page 73, Wheel of Fortune energy. Aww. Listen, with this self and personality, you might also be someone, Queen of Wands, who is trying to put yourself out there in the public eye. And I see this, you know, you being your authentic self, attracting your soul tribe, and it's causing transformation on this side through the vibrations that was talking about that they feel. It's causing, look, as you transform, look, as you transform and you vibrate, it causes a ripple effect. And look, all of a sudden this person is transforming. It's like a little wave. Anyway, that's cool. I get excited. I know that's not straight, but whatever. Anyway, amazing. So maybe you have this big dream that you've kind of been not wanting to go after, not wanting to make moves towards. I know this is a love reading, but Spirit's saying just trust in what your intuition is telling you. There is a lot of Queen of Wands energy, so creative inspiration, possibly, you know, being in the social eye. Anyway, I also think it's cool that 42, the transformation, is equals 6. Lover's energy, a divine love that's meant to transform you. Phoenix. Phoenix is an ancient bird that will burn himself every few hundred years to be born anew. He diligently builds his nest with cinnamon and frankincense. Then, with one clap of his wings, he ignites his nest into a blazing fire. He endures a night filled with roaring flames and insurmountable pain. When the sun begins to rise, he too emerges from the ashes, more brilliant and mesmerizing than the human mind can fathom. Phoenix comes with informative medicine. He says, "You are also on the verge, remember." You can take this as your message as well, but we're looking at this as your person's energy. So they are in a transformation, which we saw with the Hierophant and the Tower and the Moon. Phoenix comes with informative medicine. He says, you also are on the verge of total transformation, although you may still be living a current reality that your past self manifested. The medicine of this card foretells a profound change is approaching. You are in the space in between jumping timelines. Interesting. This timeline is your transition from an old version of yourself into the new and evolved version of yourself. Do not get caught in the trap of believing your current reality denies what lies ahead. This is a message for you too. It is very possible you were projecting old limiting beliefs onto your situation. Trust that all your effort over the last months and years are in the alchemical process of manifesting. You are now in the moment before you shift into your fullest self. You must believe the highest version of yourself is waiting and ready to be self-actualized. And I see you both evolving into the highest versions of yourself, which to me screams counterpart energy. Where you know, especially twin flame, where you evolve in separation and then come back together healed. Magical. So we're going to start. We've already started our reading, clearly. We're going to continue it. Anyway, let's keep going. So first we're going to look at the current energy between the two of you. Oh my. That is magical. So we have the Four of Wands. And while I don't, maybe some of you are talking. With this Four of Swords, I see it more as current energy. I feel like in the 5D, you're very connected. I feel energetically and even emotionally, I feel like you both realize what you mean to each other. Like I said, some of you will be farther along in this collective when you see this message. So by this point, you could already be talking to this person and experiencing this kind of feeling free kind of energy like we saw with the Nine of Cups and the two people on each side. This symbolizes feeling free, coming together. This can also be symbolic of you trusting in this and feeling a weight being lifted, you feeling freer, that you're not held down with, you know, wanting to control this, and with an outcome, you could be in trust, like absolute trust. Yeah, but again, I also see this energy of separation because we have the Four of Swords in Temperance. So it's like the energy trying to balance out again. You could both be retreated from this right now, even though you love each other, even though maybe you even say, like, I see a future with you. I see both of you reflecting about this right now. Interesting. King of Wands. So we've seen counterparts. Anyway, you know, temperance can be it can be divine timing. It can be the balancing of energies. So perhaps the two of you both needed to heal before you could come back together. Let's see their current thoughts and feelings about this connection. Yeah, Eight of Swords. They're overthinking it. They feel at a distance from you. This is also a very isolated feeling. I actually want to, the Two of Pentacles does show them trying to prioritize, trying to level things out, trying to balance things. Perhaps, you know, they couldn't prioritize this connection in the past. Again, there's this energy of balance coming in. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this person sees you as someone worth prioritizing. That's what I'm seeing. And I do feel like maybe they, again, maybe they didn't prioritize you in the past. With the Eight of Swords, I was using my my tattoo tarot that I recently got from Lilia. Thank you. And I opened up the guidebook, and the guidebook actually has amazing, like really short descriptions, really amazing keywords. So I'm going to start using that as well. Eight of Swords, contradiction, criticism, reprimand, crisis, temporary difficulties, blame, scandal, trauma that can be healed, swamped by details, being pinned or entrapped, a dark night of the soul, understanding the power of fear, the mental void and paralysis created through fear, beliefs and thoughts that can be changed. So when we talk about a self-imposed prison, that's what we mean. We can change the outcome. Therefore, we shouldn't be afraid of this Eight of Swords energy. Anyway, I'm not going to go on to that. But basically, it shows this person feels at a distance from you. They feel, you know, dark night of the soul, I wouldn't be surprised with transformation and the Hierophant. This is someone who is having all these realizations, perhaps realizing how they didn't prioritize you, realizing that you slipped through their fingers. This is someone who's overthinking about you. So if you're thinking about them a lot, that's very symbolic of them thinking about you. I do feel like this is someone who is having a hard time prioritizing possibly their healing with everything else, or this connection with work. Anyway, the good news is we see that transforming. But currently, you know, they feel at a distance from you. They feel afraid. There's still fear. Anyway, I want to get another card for their current thoughts and feelings about this. We have the Page of Pentacles. Yay! Yay! The Page of Pentacles is growth. They still, you know, this is someone who wants to offer stability. This is growth. I love it. It's like the little seed of growth. Just trust in this Page of Pentacles over here. Pile 3. Anyway. And this person sees you as someone worth investing in. Page of Pentacles. On the bottom, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is interesting. They're seeing you very clearly. They're seeing you, again, you're glowing to them. They've realized, I messed up. This is someone who's very attracted to you, someone who thinks about you. This could be someone watching you if you're on social media. We have the King of Swords showing us this person is seeing you, they're seeing you clearly. They are realizing their truth. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles shows me you could be, there's this energy of you looking very good and single right now. Very available. Take it as it resonates. Anyway, before we move on, I want to look up this Page of Pentacles. Wherever those cards are. There they are. Page of Pentacles. Coins. Listen, this is the energy they're in right now, which also goes along with Dark Night of the Soul and the Hierophant and the Moon. Oh my gosh. Study, reflection, concentration, collecting and circulating information. Interesting. This could be someone who is in school for some of you. But this is someone who, again, is reflecting here about their past behaviors towards this connection. Interesting. I think maybe you felt taken for granted with the Four of Cups. Maybe you felt like this person took your love for granted or didn't notice this, you know, cup that you were offering. Okay, I want to see how you're feeling about this connection. We have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords shows me that you see the possibility of moving forward. I also feel, I don't really feel like I'm channeling anyone who is in the mindset of like, I'm over that person, I'm like moving on. Because there's this energy of you trusting in this, but also moving forward. So I feel like you are moving forward in your own life. It's not like you're running out and joining dating sites. You're putting that energy into yourself, Queen of Wands. You're putting it all into your self-growth. And that's what makes you so irresistible and causes this kind of wave of energy. Very beautiful. So I do feel like you're trying to move on. And I also feel like if this person came towards you, that you would be open to hearing them out. We see the Ten of Wands here in the Sun. And to me, it shows that sometimes you may feel overwhelmed, missing this person or waiting for clarity. The Sun card shows me that you see this person. It's interesting that we had Moon over there and Sun over here, because I feel like you possibly see this person as your divine masculine. I also think with the Sun card, this is someone who, with that Temperance card, helped you embody more grounded divine masculine energy rather than masculine energy from your lower self. I know it sounds really confusing. I feel like this person helped you realize your worth. And I do feel like I'm hearing it and I can hear it. If this person comes in right, if this person can give to me, yes, I'd be open to it. There is this energy of you still trusting that you will get to see what's in those bags. Seven of Pentacles. So you definitely see this as someone worth investing in, someone you're intuitively drawn to. I want to get another card. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I just had to make sure this was still recording. It's a little crooked, but whatever. So here we see Six of Wands. So again, for those of you who are on social media, you could have experienced your glow up and realizing your self-worth through the Tower moments in this connection. And I feel like part of you is grateful for those lessons because it helped you evolve into this. This is also like we have 6-6, so very symbolic of harmony, balance, lover's energy, union. I feel like you're still trusting that there can be a happy ending here. This can also symbolize sometimes just public recognition and marriage. So, you know, wanting to be recognized as this person's person, I'm hearing. The Ten of Swords on the bottom shows me that you would definitely try and put this relationship back together. You definitely would. Definitely, definitely. Death, if they change, if those patterns change, if their approach changes, if they transform. Anyway, Ace of Wands. If they take action in the right way. All right, let's see what is currently blocking this connection. Spirit, what is currently blocking this connection? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Wow. So we have the Hermit. So this is, you know, this person is still self-reflecting here with the Hermit, and possibly you are too. Perhaps you both still have work to do on yourselves. Let me just look at the Hermit. It does say distance, so you could be at a distance from this person. It could be that if you're at a distance, perhaps it's very hard for you to connect with this person. There is this kind of feeling of isolation from each other coming up as a blockage. Again, Hermit as a blockage can also be, you know, the fact that there's still reflecting going on, the fact that there's still healing going on, the fact that there's still lessons like self-evolvement that needs to happen in the connection with each of you. Romantic rejection is also coming up. So it could be that maybe in the past this person rejected you or you rejected them. What was the other one that came out? We had the Devil on the bottom. So Devil in reverse as a blockage. Interesting. So the Devil talks about lack of fulfillment. So it could be that in the beginning when we were looking at the cards, we saw the Nine of Cups. And to me, that showed us that you both feel fulfilled by each other. And I feel like the fact that you can't be together, it's really interesting. Lack of fulfillment. Maybe lack of realizing you are each other's emotional fulfillment. The Devil can also symbolize, you know, perhaps fear. We did see your person reflecting on their shadows, and perhaps that took them a while. They could have been tempted by something or someone else at one point. Take it as it resonates. And fear could also be a factor on your side, listening to your ego. You could be someone who's highly intuitive and knows like, oh yeah, this ends great. And intuitively, you know that, you just have a feeling. But, you know, at times your ego kind of comes in and says, you're crazy. What are you doing? You know, the voice that you always hear, like, you're delusional. That's your ego talking. That's your ego trying to dull your shine and your sparkle. Look, we have the Empress. So perhaps you've struggled with Empress energy. Doesn't matter the gender. Perhaps you've struggled with not chasing this person. This can also symbolize the fact that you both have nurturing of yourselves to do. You know, Empress energy is a very attracting energy. So perhaps it's interesting. Maybe your person's was more in feminine energy. All right, I want to see what advice you need to hear about this person and this connection. We have the Four of Cups and we have the King of Wands. Just give me 1 second. I just want to look up this Four of Cups. Okay, that came out in reverse. That's interesting. So I picked it up in reverse and flipped it. So I'm going to take it as a reversal. I'm also going to take it in the upright. So what I'm hearing for advice is this is someone that still loves you. This is someone who has realized and they are reflecting about the fact that they didn't appreciate this love that you were showing them. This is someone who wants to take action towards you. King of Wands, so counterparts. This is someone who maybe burned the bridge with you because we see this King of Wands returning to a burning building. So perhaps, you know, for some of you, they burned it down on their way out. But this is someone taking control of that. With the King of Wands and the Four of Cups, I do feel like there is a bit of fear of rejection from you when they think about coming forward, because they see you as their Ten of Cups. In the reverse, this says being more active in love life, new understanding of love. So I do feel that this person is going to come out of Eight of Swords energy and take action towards this and make more of an effort and show you what they've learned. The King of Wands, again, is someone who takes control of their love life, and we have the Ten of Cups. So we see this King of Wands going after what they want. I do feel like right now this person is in Knight of Pentacles energy because they're slowly going through this. They're slowly transforming, and transformations take time. Rebirths take time. They don't happen instantly. And I always say the slower this person is moving, kind of the more growth is happening before they come back in. I do see the Five of Swords here. And this is saying this person wants forgiveness for something. There's a lot of regret here. There's a lot of regret, but this person wants to take control of this situation and come get their Ten of Cups, which is you. I want to see what's next for these two, Spirit. What's coming up in the near future for these two? What's next for these two in the new year? I love it. I love it. So we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And that's what we saw on the bottom of the deck when we started. King of Wands is here. I'm being called to show you this Wheel of Fortune. So I'm hearing a turning point. This person comes towards you and you see they've made a turning point. They've changed. Their approach is different. It feels different. It looks different. And we see wish fulfillment here. I'm going to get another one for what's coming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Aww. Oh my, oh. Oh my. Oh my. So we have Two of Cups. So we have an offer here. We have a deepening of a connection, an already existing connection. This is someone giving energy to this, someone giving emotion to this. This is beautiful. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So this is someone who is going to communicate their feelings with you here and offer you something. We also see the Magician, which is very, it shows that things are happening here, even though you can't feel it. You just have to trust. Things are manifesting. This person wants to make things happen because they see you as their Ten of Pentacles. They see you as their Ten of Pentacles. And there's that King of Cups and Judgment. So I do feel like this person went through kind of a judgment with all those towers and had an awakening. For those of you who feel like you're owed an apology, this is someone taking accountability. Interesting. An offer of love. Amazing. Before I move on, I want to look in this Tattoo Tarot at the meaning of the Two of Cups in that deck. Partnership, a harmonious match, two hearts, a couple, soulmate, ability and willingness to compromise, need to agree, teamwork benefits, two heads are better than one. All right, Spirit, I would like a message one last message from you. Any last words about this connection, Spirit? Beautiful things are coming. Any last words? Okay, we get it. We get it. King of Swords, Spirit really wants you to know this person is coming in with the truth. Like it's really being hammered over the head here. Is that the expression? I don't know. Oh, interesting. We have the Five of Wands. So I feel like Spirit's saying this person isn't coming in to fight. This Five of Wands is interesting because I'm kind of hearing a message of trying not to get into an argument with this person when they first contact you. This King of Swords, actually, this is also very symbolic. I feel like this person is going to communicate with you about all the conflict they've been going through with these Tower moments and these realizations. I want to get another one for that. Okay. The Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups shows this person making decisions in their love life. It shows, I do feel like this person could have made you feel like an option at one point, and this person has their sights set on you. They realize. Anyway, I was hearing a song, but anyway. It's that George Harrison song I hear sometimes. I've got my mind set on you. Look, coming rushing in to make this right. Anyway, I feel like this person is, you know, reflecting on the things that don't belong in their life anymore. This is someone who wants to come in and clear things up, is what I'm hearing. And we do have justice. So you have justice coming, my friends. I want to read this does talk about choosing between lovers. So perhaps this person had to choose between you and another person. This also says be cautious about making romantic decisions. So interesting. So when this person comes in, you know, it's interesting that we have this Knight of Cups here kind of looking at the options, and just make sure, you know, this person's approach has changed. Just make sure this person isn't, you know, make sure they've actually had realizations here and are taking accountability. And, you know, I also feel with the Seven of Cups, Spirit saying, take it slow, avoid rushing it, avoid making important decisions, and just let this energy start to flow again when they come in. Anyway, my friends, this was a beautiful reading. Definitely this person is itching to speak with you. But yes, I'm going to leave it here. I hope that it resonated for you. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I can't wait to spend the new year with you. And I will be back soon with another reading, my friends. And until then, take care. And I love you. Bye.